It's a good looking loaf.
It's a big bubbly boy.
I've made a bigger size.
Friday night, you and the fam used to get in the car, sometimes in your PJs or your hoodie if you had one back then.
And Video Easy or Blockbuster.
Go down to the Blockbuster, the Video Easy. Your parents would be like, okay, we can get one new release and 3 weeklies.
No.
Or boys, you can get one game.
No, do you know, we look back.
And then you get fish and chips. You put the order for fish and chips in before.
No, Grandma would do a ring up. You remember when you used to have to ring up and be like, okay, can I have 3 large pizzas? I've got this coupon code and pick up at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
So then my grandma, we look back and see how blessed and how lucky we were. She used to have sometimes 6 grandkids at one stage, and they were like 5 to 12 years old or whatever. And she would say to us, okay, you can all have, you need to talk amongst yourself. You can either have a weekly each, or you can have, we'd have the deals.
Good deal.
And then you would have a weekly each, or you could have 2, you have to decide 2 overnight and then 3 weeklies or whatever. And it was just...
And then once all of that is over...
Then we would get to the stage, she was like, okay, you can have 1 piece of candy each or popcorn or something. Yeah. And you have to share. And it just was then we would go back, we would have dinner.
It's a different world,
and
isn't it?
you would go into, we would go upstairs and then some people would sit with her, some of the kids would sit with her and watch a movie. And yeah, it was just, it's so different. Things that we don't remember.
It's crazy how that just sort of faded away. And it was such a big thing. That was like the Friday night for, a lot of people. And I remember, especially with the new releases, right? Because they were new releases, they were the hot new thing. It was always like, which do we watch first? Or
do you remember, did it happen to you where you're like, you're fighting to say who would watch it first, and then you wouldn't get to it, so then you had we were like, oh grandma, we have to get let us get 3 new releases, we don't want to get a weekly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, she's like, there's not enough time. We're like, we'll promise we watch it.
Yeah.
And then it'll get to the next day and she'll be like, can you just ring the people, ring them and tell them that we'll have it for another night?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
she was like, I'm going to take it back, you haven't watched it.
Or it's like a new release you're super excited about, you bring it home and the DVD scratched or something. Or the tape is ruined or something like that. Devastating.
Okay. 0.75 of a teaspoon is 3/4 of a teaspoon.
My mum got her first video game, The Sims 1, for free with a Domino's pizza. And we only got 5 weeklies or 1 game. That's a big decision.
Okay.
The games were so good. The rentable games were top tier.
Barbie Race and Ride?
Yeah, yep.
Or you would try, wouldn't you? You'd try and play it and finish it that night or within the week.
But you look back and all of the games that you look back and think, they're like the games of that generation. Yeah. They were you had to book that in. It was crazy.
Philanthropic, asking them to check their returns to see if they've copied, and they'd be like, that all out, and you'd be like, I really want to watch it. Oh, and then you'd wait and see if anyone was in the car park and they were coming in to see what they had and what they were putting in the chute. Oh my God.
And you had to return, when the store was closed?
Yeah, and you'd push it through the chute.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't be charged.
Unbelievable. What a different time.
And I still remember now going to the one in Mandurah when I was growing up, and there you had to put, you had to walk in there and you had to you could just put it through the chute when they were open because you didn't have to talk to anyone. You just put it through. And then you had to go through an area where they had ice creams and they had chocolates and that was
That's how they get you.
Yeah. Oh, it just feels like yesterday. Okay, so we're going to do 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder in each. So
it just feels so, the picture I have in my head, it feels so weird now thinking about the wall of new releases.
Yeah.
And how there were multiple copies.
Yeah.
That just feels so strange to me now. Having a wall of 20 copies of the latest Mission Impossible or something like that. And it's just that. What? What do you mean? And
Or-
you had to check behind each one. Is that how your
Yeah,
place did it?
yeah,
To check
it,
if
yeah.
like the insert is there or something like
you'd
that.
have to ask if they could look into the system to see if one was due back, like that it was going to come back that day, or you ring. Or sometimes, occasionally, you'd ring to see if they had a copy of that, and they'd put aside for you. Now, if we are watching a movie, we're like, nah, I want to do this or that. Watching. Yeah, you have so much
See,
access that
it's
you're
good and
sitting
bad.
there on your phone or you're doing something or listening to something, and where it used to be such a novelty or such a
Occasion.
a
Like
big
an
thing
event,
that
a
everyone
family
would.
thing,
If
yeah.
the movie was, the movie's on, and then
Yeah.
you'd run and sit down and press play, and it was such a family
Yeah.
a family occasion.
Yep.
Yeah, I know I need to do more.
Yeah, it was
It's a little bit
like
sad, I
it's,
think.
it's good and bad. Like with Netflix and all this on-demand content, right? Obviously, it's amazing that we get to watch whatever we want whenever we want it. Like that is basically always going to win. But it's sad that we lose those moments that we had together.
Yeah.
And, they don't have that. Waiting for your favorite song to come on the radio. Yeah.
Oh my god! Now the kids come in and we throw a shoe at them and yell, "Shut up, Molly's talking."
Shut up! I can't hear what you're saying about butter.
And then it's not like you can pause it, like, "Oh my god, now I gotta quickly watch the VOD." I forgot what she was saying. Sometimes I yell at him and I'm like, "Shut up! She's talking to me. Hold on."
Yeah. Well, this all because after stream when Molly raids,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll ask her a question. You'll be like, "Shut up! Shut up! She's saying something." Philanthropic, were you the kind
No,
to...
April. I never had that Netflix where they used to mail you the DVDs.
That never really took off in Australia because it takes a while for stuff to get to Australia, like
Yeah.
technologies.
We already had
especially-
Netflix, the app, by the
Yeah,
time. Like,
yeah, Netflix. There were a very few like red boxes, but basically Australia has only ever known Netflix as the on-demand service.
yeah.
Philanthropic, were you the kind of person that called the radio station? Hi, can you play Barbie Girl by Aqua? It was always Mambo number 5 on the radio for me.
Was it? Hello, long time listener, first time caller. Can I please have? I just want to let you know that I've been listening to you guys for such a long time. It was always Hamish and Andy, everyone ringing, being like, long time listener, first time caller. How you doing, boys?
Yeah,
love your
good,
stuff. Okay, this is my story.
And those that are in Australia I hope the Australian folks in chat will agree with me. Smallsy from Smallsy Studio
Smallsy surgery now, isn't it?
is older than Australia. That person is immortal. He's been on the radio since radio has existed. And he sounds the same.
I never called that was something you did.
Was that something you did?
Oh, was that something? Oh, sorry.
I've never called the radio.
I've called the radio once, and then I
never
walked because I called the radio as I was driving to work. I sat and I parked and I talked to them. I got into work, walked into recovery, the operating room, the recovery area, and they're like, "Was that you on the radio?" I was like, "No."
Maybe.
And it was talking about like a story about nakedness or whatever, and I told a story about Molly.
What?
And they were like, "I recognise your voice." They were asking about like, have you ever done a nudie run?
What's
or
your
something?
story?
One time when we were travelling around Australia, a robber, a burglar broke into our bus because we were travelling in a 40-foot like motorhome, like an RV, and they broke in because they thought we were parked in front of a house. They thought we were in the house, and they actually broke into the RV or the bus, and they woke my mum up, and my mum chased after him. It was the middle of summer, and so my mum was sleeping nude. We were like 14, 12, I think I was 8 or 9. My brothers were like 12 and 13. And my family are farmers, and so my dad had this, what do you call it, an assault rifle, not assault rifle, sorry,
Air gun?
Not
rifle?
air rifle, and it was like broken together, so it didn't function, but it was still it looked like a proper air rifle. And so my mum got out of bed, because the robber was there, we were there like in the alleyway. And so she got out of and she chased him and she was like, David, get the gun, get the gun. She's chasing this man out of the bus, down outside, and she tripped over a sprinkler, like reticulation, and she cut all of her knee, and then she realized that she was outside screaming naked. And so like this was like at like 2 a.m. or whatever, so then she had to run back inside. But I rang and told the radio station that. And
Did you get free movie tickets?
No, I didn't.
Did you get an album?
I didn't.
Did you get a swag?
No,
bag?
I didn't get anything.
Did you even get to talk to anyone of value?
Yeah, I got talked to
Hamish.
no,
Andy.
it was Nova with
Nathan, Nat and Sean.
yeah, Nathan, Nat and Sean. They were nice, but I didn't win. Someone else said a good
I
story.
won free tickets
This
to
is
the
the
movie
brand.
Dawn of the Dead.
Mum rang the radio. This has just reminded me. My mum and Molly rang the radio, and she got
They're like our. Hang on, who are they? They're like our breakfast show.
yeah, like a breakfast. Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Yeah, they're like Perth's biggest breakfast
Yeah.
radio.
So Mum won tickets to Princess Diaries. She only won 4 tickets. There's 5 in our family. So we all went to Princess Diaries. And Dad went to a little old film that we had no idea about. Got out, loved it. Said it was the best movie he's ever seen.
What do you want?
Shrek.
It's a good.
And he, and
I'd
then we
take
were
that.
he just,
That's a great movie.
He just got a ticket to any movie that was like playing at the same time. It was Shrek, and he would just like came out and
Loved it.
loved it, and it's still to this day one
He
of the
won, yeah.
his favorite movies that he's ever watched.
Shrek's awesome.
And he was just like, there was this talking donkey, and there was this green, and he's just like, it was amazing. He was here actually today. Oh yeah, not Fitzy and Whipper, no. Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Fitzy.
I used to listen to Chrissy, Sam and Brownie when I lived in Melbourne.
Not
Both
a fan.
iconic movies, right?
Not a fan.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Not a fan.
Whatever. Look at my bread. Guys, this is first things first, easy crusty bread.
Boom. You can have this
Amazing.
in your home.
Amazing.
It's very important to grope the bread like that.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got in there, we're gonna have to number them so we really don't look it up. Where's my marker?
Oh, talking about Eagles.
And now we're into
Eagle
the
Boys.
shrimp with the butter, and we've not done nothing with the butter. Yeah.
Eagle Boys.
Yeah.
Back when I worked at Coles,
Yeah.
which is our grocery store, Eagle Boys, which is a pizza chain, or
Yeah.
was a pizza chain, they don't exist anymore, as far as I know. It used to be, so you walked out the back door at work,
Yeah.
and there they were, like right in front. So I used to pick it up on the way home all the time.
Of course you did. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Right next to the gym.
You used to go to the. There's this that.
No, different gym.
Oh, okay. Because
That gym is now across the road. Guys, the gym I used to go to, or one of them at one point, is a big chain. So it's a big gym, and it's called Snap Fitness for the fellow Australians. It is now, when we drove past it, it's now, they have big see-through windows. So, you know, you can see everyone using the equipment, and people using the equipment can see out. Across the road is a giant Krispy Kreme.
So when we first started dating, we were like chatting and whatever, and because we were really good friends, weren't we? We were friends first, and he said, "Oh, like we were chatting or something." He's like, "I'm gonna go to the gym before work," and I was like, "You're not gonna get up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym." And so the next morning, he sends me like a screenshot or like a photo of him at like of the.
Sure.
The tagging or like tagging in at the gym or whatever.
That's right.
And yeah, just remember it like pings into my head. Have you got Walker's Donuts in WA? I don't think so.
They don't sound familiar to me. Are they good?
Is there
Should
the
we have them?
tablespoons? Tablespoons in there?
Ours is right next to it. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
Oh, that's...
So it's, No, I think they're in the top of the dishwasher, please.
What? No, they're right here.
A tablespoon.
It's a teaspoon.
That is, yeah, but that is,
That's a tablespoon.
no, a proper measuring one. I'll get it because I've got a knife. Daniel's
All right.
Donuts. Oh, okay.
Maybe a horrible time to ask the question because there's not that many North Americans in chat at this time, considering it's crazy o'clock. But I want to know. I do want to know.
I just had the measuring spoons, didn't I?
How many times do you go to a diner in a week? Right? Because some people,
Yeah.
it's their everyday routine.
Yeah, I get that.
Right? Some
30
people,
grams.
they go there, they read the paper, they have the coffee, they do whatever, right? And so, for reference, Australia basically doesn't have diners. Basically, we have a big cafe culture. We have cafes instead of diners,
Yeah.
but we don't have diners.
I don't know if Americans would understand like what a cafe is. Like, unless you've been to maybe Europe.
Diners would be so much better. I sort of agree. I quite like diners. I think they're very comfy.
Oh, we were saying that I love Denny's.
Like they've got the booth, they've got the menu, like the price point is good. Like
Yeah, for Australians, for what the value for what you're paying, it's really really
yeah.
good. Okay.
Welcome in Asta78, glad to have you with us. I am Exceed, that is Molly, this is Miss Molly Makes.
And we are playing with butter.
On our After Dark show, we do cooking streams 3 times a week. 2 of them are during the daytime where the lights are on. This is the lucky one that you found us on, which is at nighttime for us from Perth, Western Australia. And today we're doing a deep dive on all the butter we could find,
Yeah.
except for Devondale, just to annoy Stace. Twice a month for me is about right. Okay.
Butter, swing, butter.
All right, Molly, would you rather have a Denny's or
Yeah.
a Waffle House?
Denny's.
You think?
I think there's more selection and variety at Denny's. Okay. I was wondering why no Devondale, and now I know.
Yeah, it's a personal attack on
No,
Stace.
I couldn't find it.
That's what she's done.
Okay. We don't have a mini grater, so we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna make sure there's no cross-contamination as
You've
well.
heard so many bad things about Waffle House.
No, we went to Waffle House and we had
We had a great
good
experience, yeah.
But we were in Orlando.
Yep.
It was
Had a good time.
disgusting weather.
Well, we were in Orlando,
Yeah. Not.
par for the course.
I don't know how we can say we were in Orlando. That's not our favourite weather. It was super humid, so humid that it was like frozen rain, like rain. You know
gross.
how you're in a
Oh my
movie
God.
and they freeze frame and
I
you can
can't.
see like the droplets. That's what it was like, but in real life.
I can't do that weather. I can't.
The humidity was terrible.
Beautiful place, beautiful, state, city, people. It's all very interesting, very cool place to be. But the weather, I'll be happy to never go back there. It's
People
so
were
hard,
really, really lovely.
so hard to
One
be
of the
there.
waiters, the waitresses, the wait staff at Waffle House was very interested in getting Exceed more soda.
Oh yeah.
She just couldn't understand why he didn't want to keep drinking soda. He was like, I don't need any more refills, thanks.
She kept trying to top me up throughout the meal. And in fact, before we ordered, she was like, can I just get you a soda to start? You want a drink to start? And that's different as well.
And was this before or after we went to,
I think it was before.
the night before maybe we went to Disney? I don't remember, all the morning. No, it was the morning we went to Disneyland, Disney World.
So but before we even looked at the menu, she said, I'll just get you a soda to start. And that's a bit strange because, I guess it's probably a more personal thing, but I order a drink and food at the same time. And then as soon as I finished, or as the glass was 3/4, she's like, I'll just top that up for you. And then,
Really, really lovely stuff. But you know that they're working, that they're working hard to stand out and working hard for tips. So we tipped kindly.
and then on the way out, she was like, do you want one to go?
Because we'd paid, and she was like, do you want me to fill that up? And he was like, no, I'm good, thanks.
Lady, I don't need that much soda. I appreciate you.
Okay, so the key, actually, do you want to repeat that? The key?
the key.
The key to amazing biscuits, scones, pastry is grating your butter. I've got to this stage where I don't even use the food processor anymore. I really love the technique of grating butter into the flour. It just creates really nice scrags, like little crumbles of butter inside the flour that then create layers when it's baked, and it's just the best flaky pastry.
I've come up with a brand new idea.
Come up with a brand new idea. Yes.
So you have a button on the Stream Deck, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like a little, almost like a sticker or something that pops up on the screen here, right? Like right here in the corner.
Yeah.
And it's like learning moment. And you press that before you're like ready to teach. So people can like pay attention.
But there's sometimes where I say things that I have no idea and everyone's like, oh my God, that's so good. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, Master Splits, welcome back.
Top of the morning to you. 3:19 a.m. The only reason I'm up at 3:19 a.m. is either because there's thunder and Romeo is barking.
Well, you need a pee.
Or I gotta pee, guys. That's the worst feeling when you're comfortable in bed and then you gotta go pee. It's horrible.
Cafe du Monde, we did. I've been there twice now. Beignets are nice. I wouldn't say that they're my favourite style of donuts, and I think that there's better places that do beignets. That's the place we went and got coffee and those big fluffy fat
that
donuts.
place was so busy. Yeah, I remember. So busy. Lovely staff though, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the staff being really nice.
Did we stream when we were there? I think we streamed.
I wouldn't trade the cafes for diners here because we don't have to tip in Australia. But you can have diners without tipping, right? It's all good.
I'm just thinking like the texture of the butters. Some is more solid, because ideally the butter would be really cold to grate, but the butters are slightly a different texture, like consistency to grate than others. Like that one grated and it was a lot more firm, and that might be down to like fat content.
Okay.
I want to try one of them cream cheese sausage rolls. What are they called?
You mean just the sausage roll with cheese? Is that what you're talking about?
Is it American?
Because you can get you mean like the 4 and 20?
No.
With cheese?
No, I think he's talking about like American. I think it's Italian. Oh, you're talking about a cannoli? Yeah, I think you're talking about a cannoli.
Oh, I thought he was talking about.
Oh my God, yes.
You know how you would have had one when you were throughout Europe, where you get like the full sausage, like the Kransky.
Yeah.
And it's stuffed with cheese.
Oh yeah, in Germany.
Yeah.
A cannoli, Cannoli. Cannoli. You can make them for yourself, Mr. If. All right.
So, how are we going?
While I'm doing this, it's got really warm in here all of a sudden.
Yeah. I have that effect on people.
Do you want to slice some bread?
I think it needs some time to cool, doesn't it?
No, it's been out of the oven for like 10 minutes.
You
15
sure?
minutes, easily, yeah. Promise. You don't feel like I'm not getting the impression that you want to have something to eat.
Say it like an Italian mob boss.
A cannoli.
Yeah, the cannoli, huh? What are you doing? Have a cannoli.
You want to talk about?
You're wasting away. I keep telling your mama to make you cannoli. What are you, crazy?
All right. So, texture-wise, what it should look like is something like that. And you're just gonna mix it in. Turn the oven back on. You sound like Watto from Star Wars.
Who's that? Who's Motto? Watto.
Yeah, Watto. The guy with like the trunk, isn't he?
Is it? You mean the one that enslaves Anakin?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. The
believe
blue guy? Wait, are we talking about the same guy?
Yeah, I thought he was the guy that the guy who owned Anakin. Yeah. We had a cannoli cafe near me. I love tiramisu. I was actually writing up the recipe for the new website from the current one for tiramisu. One of my favorite desserts. It's got coffee, it's got cream, it's got a little bit of chocolate on top. Never had a cannoli. Maybe we should do Italian food next time, next community cook-up or something. Or we do like a cannoli cook-along. The Godfather. Okay. So I'm just kind of breaking these crumbles up a little bit. Do we want to do cheese or cheese biscuits or just leave them with butter? I don't want the cheese to overtake the flavor, so maybe we do it without cheese. Just plain American biscuits. I'm gonna make mac and cheese in a minute. That's Italian, right? It is. Not really. It's American Italian. If you're testing the butter, I'd say without cheese. Yeah. Can hardly remember yesterday, but movie quotes are in my head to stay. Isn't it funny just how the things that you remember? I was driving today and they had this midday mashup on the radio, and all of these songs like were bangers coming from the 90s. And then there's times where I can't even remember English. Like, I can't even remember what I'm meant to say or the words that I want to think. I can't express myself, and then I can sing all this 90s music. Okay.
S Club.
Ain't no party like an S Club party.
Gonna show you how.
So this 6, we should be writing these down, but 6 is a lot softer. I think more fat content. Californication. Okay. Cool, I'm just gonna wash my hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the package. Prepare to be cut.
Okay, so we need...
What sort of slices do you want? Molinator? Thin?
Thin, yeah, thin slices, please. All right, so we need 15.5 mils of heavy whipping cream. So that's 3 teaspoons. Yeah, let's go with 3 teaspoons in each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Good counting.
Thanks. And then this one is going to be 30. Is that 30? Of milk. So we might do 3 of these. Okay. So obviously it's to get an idea of flavour and stuff. I'm trying to be as accurate as I could be, but I could be even more accurate. 1, 2.
So what is the next test we're doing after
Eggs
biscuits?
Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
So we're going to make hollandaise.
Okay.
Is that 3? I think so. And then we're doing this shortbread, which I probably think we could have just done 2. Is that 2 or 3? Don't talk to me so I can do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Okay. So, what we're doing now is we're just gonna mix them.
Rasselor says, I love hollandaise, but I feel very guilty when I realise how much butter is in it.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
liquefied butter.
All right. So I'm literally just mixing them like that. They're just gonna make like one big biscuit.
Oh, you're just going with one big one?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's just a lot easier.
Hey, Molly, I try to tell Americans what a scone is, and they say I'm crazy.
Yeah.
How do you describe the difference between a biscuit and a scone?
So a biscuit is like a flakier scone, but I prefer
So,
biscuits.
so can I just,
Yeah,
before you do a fantastic job of explaining them all,
yeah.
it's hard because Australia has a different version of a scone and a biscuit.
Yeah.
The UK have a different version of a scone and a biscuit, and America has a different version of a scone and a biscuit.
No, so Australian, everyone else has, it's like everyone in the world and the US. So everyone has an idea of a scone and a biscuit
Well, that's so
or
weird.
a cookie.
They don't do that in any other aspect.
I know, it's crazy. And then the US, they were like, nah, we don't want your scone. We want to make it triangle. We
Americans
don't
like
like your
to
biscuit.
conform.
We want to make a scone.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So
Americans always do what other people do.
So American biscuits are basically like flakier, more buttery scones, whereas American scones are kind of like triangle scones.
Kate said, pretty sure it was only 2 in the one you questioned.
Which one was that? I think.
We're too far gone, Kate.
Let's see how we go.
Your heart was in the right place. Thank you.
I think that one was only 2, but we'll.
Okie dokie.
1.
Do we have an example of a biscuit? I'll tell you what we call a biscuit. I know what we have.
Okay. So.
This right here is a biscuit.
Well, we can maybe probably make 2.
This is what we call a biscuit.
Yeah.
Although, if you called this a cookie, we would also understand.
Yeah, like a Biscoff cookie. Yeah. Hello, Chester.
But Biscoff is way too sweet. You're crazy.
Okay. Number 2.
I have jars of Biscoff spread. It's so sweet.
Every now and then, like we have Vegemite, we have Nutella and Biscoff, and it will be like on the very rare occasion, like we'll have ice cream and I'll just like get ice cream and then put a little bit on top or have it in a spoon or something. But it's like once every like month or 2 months, or once every like 2 months.
Not for me.
Okay.
All right, quick poll in chat. Type 1 in chat if you enjoy Vegemite. 2 if you do not.
Or 3, never had it.
1, 2, 3. 1 means you like Vegemite. 2 means you do not like Vegemite. 3 means you've never had it.
Could you please get an egg out of the pantry?
Yeah! Look at that veggie love.
Okay, so it was milk, wasn't it? Spice, welcome in, welcome back.
I'm such a good courier, I let you choose your
Oh,
egg.
thank you. Yeah, we're gonna probably need one.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah! Vegemite is so good. Yeah, Molly doesn't like Promite either. I enjoy Promite. I don't think it's better than Vegemite, but I don't mind it.
Do you like Promite or Marmite?
Both, I think both are like fine, but Vegemite's better.
Oh, shoes.
It's a Omega acquired taste.
Oh no,
Have you mixed them up?
I'm going backwards. Oh my god, I'm going backwards. Because I was just like, what the heck? I'm on 4, but then I put it in the 3 position. Okay.
Are you sure you're...
Yeah, I've gone.
You know
opposite.
what's happening?
Yeah. 6.
I know Kate's there with like a
5,
notebook.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Kate's going to pull you up on it if you get it wrong.
No. I just put them.
2, Matala can't stand the Vegemite. It's okay, guys. He's from New Zealand. It explains everything. He gets a pass.
Can you put them away?
A
Alright, so this is
spoon
number
of
3.
peanut butter dipped in Nutella.
Okay.
I mean, it's,
Wait,
you
what?
know, it's essentially
Yeah,
like a candy
interesting.
bar, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty close. I see it. What about violet crumble? Better than a crunchy? Guys, do you prefer violet crumble or crunchy? Go.
Violet crumble.
Wrong. Crunchy.
No.
Next.
In my older years, I have liked crunchy better. I used to only have violet crumble, but I do like.
It's got to be crunchy. Crunchy is so much better than violet crumble. The Watties tomato sauce? Never heard of it.
We used to have Rosella when we were kids.
Now we have Roselli. Violet crumble makes me feel like I need a dentist.
It's so
it's sticky.
chewy.
Yeah, it gets there.
Whereas like crunchy kind of dissolves in your mouth a bit better.
Yeah. I find the chocolate quality of crunchy to be better than violet crumble.
Yeah.
Like the violet crumble chocolate has
Usually I like Nestle chocolate better.
has a taste to it.
But I feel like violet crumble is super sweet. Okay.
But we all know it's the shadow that matters.
Yeah. The way that it shatters that matters.
Hey, open out.
Hey, welcome back. Okay. So some of the consistencies are feeling slightly different, like some are softer.
Okay.
But I don't think it's
You haven't
it's something
noticed,
you
like,
can
a
draw.
huge-
But I don't think it's something that you can like draw, huge. You can really compare them
Okay.
because it could mean like that's a larger pat of butter, so it just cools down a lot quicker, and so it's firmer right now and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, what a historic slogan it was, Rastalore.
It is, still is.
The
isn't
way
it?
it shatters the
It's
the
the way,
matters.
the way the shadows that matters. Yeah.
That goes down in history.
I remember I got a block of it for my birthday from one of my brother's friends.
Block of violet crumble?
The
What do you
violet
mean?
crumble chocolate, like this, and it was one of my favorite.
Like a
presents.
slab?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I just don't understand?
What?
I don't understand Reese's, guys. I don't get it. Reese's is like the biggest thing. Okay, so North America loves peanut butter. North America just puts peanut butter and bacon
If
in
you've
everything.
never been to America, you go down the candy aisle, and or not even anything in the grocery store, they have a normal, and they've got a peanut butter version of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Cereal, candies.
Everything's got a peanut butter
Well,
variant.
Yeah.
And I just
Me
don't.
too.
I mean, I love peanut butter. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like
It's
Reese's.
too sweet. But we don't like sweet peanut butter. We used to like peanut butter without sugar.
I don't get the love for Reese's.
And they sell like all the Reese's ones like come in Christmas tree shapes and
Huge.
pilgrim shapes and whatever. Pumpkin
Open Out
shapes.
has a new job at a bakery, Molly.
Oh, congratulations. Very exciting. I would say it's savoury, but
I would like Molly to try what is.
okay.
You can get it at Woolies or Coles in the international aisle. It will change your life. Have you ever seen it before?
I don't think so. Have you seen my pastry brush?
No.
Cool, man. I think I've got a second one somewhere. Here.
Is peanut butter sweet or savoury, Molly? I would say sweet. No, I'll refine
savoury.
that. I'll refine that. I'll say Reese's peanut butter is sweet. The peanut butter we get, which is Kraft, is it still called Kraft?
Yeah.
Is savoury.
But it's still got sugar in it. I don't like that it's got sugar in it. I would buy a regular, like, better quality one, but he likes the Kraft. He has a preference to Kraft. But we would still say it's savoury.
The best thing in the New Zealand section in the supermarket is cookie time. We went there.
We went there and we had the fresh ones.
Good.
But I don't really a big fan of the store-bought, the shelf life ones. But remember the shakes and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were good. Good.
Okay. So these are our first round. So we've got
So this is American
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 American
style biscuits.
flaky biscuits. Yes.
Flaky biscuits with 6 different types of butter.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
God, we're going to be here forever because we're going to make
Molly
hollandaise.
likes the fresh food. So
Yeah.
especially with like the big chains that have
We went to Milk Bar.
gained a reputation. It's like when you're really excited to try something and then you get there and it's just like prepackaged stuff.
In New York, we went to Milk Bar and we had the crack pie, which was nice. But then we bought the bowls, or the cake bowls or whatever, and the cornflake cookie, and they were all like shelf stable packaged.
Big
And
difference.
I was devastated,
Yeah,
wasn't I?
yeah.
I was, yeah. Because
Manufacturer
I'd
shipped
followed
out.
her, I'd have her cookbook, and because you hear so many things about Milk Bar, and I get it, and they need to make them at mass and be able to
Yeah.
ship them across the country and across the world, but it was just a bit disappointing.
They're no Subway. They can't bake fresh every day.
Yeah.
At
All right.
every store. Have you ever had a Take 5?
No.
Reese's Take 5.
No. Into the oven, school.
Boom. You sure you got it right?
Yeah, I've just got to make sure. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna... I'm just remembering what order they. Yeah, because that was 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because that's the first one. Yeah.
Locked and loaded?
Locked and loaded. Okay. Now, do you want to wipe the bench?
JJ.
What?
So back when we were asking people about what they had for dinner,
Yeah.
JJ was like, I need dinner ideas, I don't know what to make.
Yeah.
JJ just come back and said, okay, so to answer your question an hour ago, I took the easy option and got Subway. Boom.
What did you get in your sub?
You did the right thing. Subway is the best fast food on the market.
He's so wrong.
Subway is the best fast food you can get.
I'll have it in the late afternoon when you're feeling a little slightly healthy and you want something quick and easy, but don't tell me that that's fast food. No.
Subway is amazing.
Okay, so we've got 3 pieces of bread. Great job on cutting them.
Thank you. Big call. Delirium. I'll die on this hill.
He also wants Subway catering for his next birthday.
Yeah, well, I just think Subway catering is underappreciated. It's not considered, and it's such a good option. You should consider it. Look at their pamphlet. Hey, I'm not their spokesperson.
Sound like it.
I can't accept the bread from Subway. It's all Italian herbs and cheese, baby.
And you can't go in and say Italian
in North America.
We found out the hard way.
Because you guys have Italian and Italian herbs and cheese. In Australia, we only have Italian herbs and cheese.
We ordered, I think we were in
God, it took
New
us so
Jersey or
long.
something. And we ordered and we just couldn't figure out. We just
Why
thought
is
she
this-
made a mistake. They didn't put herbs on top. We tried we got it after about the 3rd time. We figured out they had an Italian and an Italian herb and cheese.
Because in Australia, you just go, oh, I'll grab it, that on
5 foot
Italian
Italian,
bread.
please. Yeah.
And because we only have the one option, you always come out on top. Welcome
Alright.
to Jay Burr. Glad to have you with us. Welcome
Alright.
to the After Dark Show. We're going through butter.
Okay, so this is butter number 6.
Butter number 6.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to spread it all over. Give it to me. Because you're gonna have to compare them and stuff. So you're gonna like, is it?
Well, welcome in Crash Crew. How do you define
Hey,
fast food? I mean, is fast food just Macca's? Or is fast food anything you get quickly? Is fast food anything you can order on an app?
Well, this is a lot firmer to spread. Like I can't even spread this, whereas that one was a lot more spreadable.
Okay.
Can someone write all of this down? Because I don't have the time. I'm gonna have to like make all my notes and stuff because
So this is you talking to you in the future?
yeah.
Hello, Molly. Welcome back to the VOD. Tell us the notes to write down.
Okay, that butter number 6 was a lot smoother and softer, whereas butter number 5 is a lot firmer and harder. Won't even spread at all. Like very, very firm.
Okay,
at
can I
room
eat this
temperature.
now?
Not yet.
Okay.
And you can't say, "Oh my god, that's too much butter on the bread." It's all about the butter today.
Okay. I was thinking it's too much bread, but okay.
But you're gonna take a nibble, and then you're gonna compare them and be like, go back and forth, and then
Are you telling me how to taste test?
yeah. Okay, it's
I'm
firm
on
as
my
well.
bed on my phone. I'm in my bed on my phone. You're a bit under the weather. I'm sorry to hear that, Matala.
Okay. Hey Chester. All right, maybe it's just number 6
Rasselaw
that's
says
really
butter
soft.
5 good for cooking, bad for spreading.
Well, no, because butter 4, it's maybe butter 6 is just really soft. I
Hmm.
don't understand. Butter 6 is hey.
No, it's all right.
It's when he turns his head and then he tries to eat it. Okay, whatever this one is,
Yeah,
number 3,
yeah.
like super firm, like much firmer than the others. Like it's like a brick. And this is room temperature. It's
Is
like
it though?
breaking the bread. Just as licking my hip.
Matala, what food do you turn to when you're not feeling well? And open to everyone. If you have a food you go to where you're not feeling well that you think will, cheer you up or make you feel better or let you recover quicker.
Soul soup for me.
What's your you make me feel better food?
What's yours? If you say Subway, I'll hit you.
I mean, there's something really good. There's so much variety. There's always something fresh you can have there.
The only thing that you do is you do the breakfast one or the special at the moment.
I mean, that's variety enough, right? I mean, whew, you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you add the bacon, sometimes you don't. Barbecue sauce, and then there's all the sauces you can choose from. Whoo, boy!
You always get Southwest.
Not on the breakfast subs.
Because you get barbecue.
Yeah, you get barbecue on the breakfast subs. You have to.
Okay, you ready? Let's go.
Ramen, says Philanthropic Killer. I think that's Molly's as well.
Oh, no, a ramen or noodles, yeah. Oh, like a soup, like a soupy noodles, yeah, broth.
Oh, read what JJ said.
I also discovered 2 things. I was looking on Borderlands YouTube and I found,
You remember that?
yes! Yeah. That was our first big sponsored deal that we ever did.
Not our first sponsored deal, but like there was a big step up.
We did 4, we'd gone from like small streams, it was like, a very small amount to be paid in like only for 1 stream, to then
Yeah.
do 4 streams and 4 videos.
And 4 recipes.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And they get posted on the official Borderlands YouTube, the global Borderlands YouTube channel. So if you're ever bored, go check it out.
Okay, let's go.
It's really good. We did all the editing as well.
Yeah, he did the editing. Butter number 6.
Butter number 6.
Okay, smell it.
Okay.
What was that? Normal butter.
It smells like skim butter to me.
Okay. It's very light. Lightly salted.
I agree. I would describe this. Now, my opinion might change as
I just bit some and put it just on my butter on my tongue. It's very nice. Yeah, what would you say?
As I journey down, I might change, but I would call this butter fassier.
And that's why I think that I don't know. Number 6 seems very different to the others. And I'm going to say that to you now. Number 6 seems very different where it
I like
it's
it.
softer than the others. I don't know if that maybe means it's less fat content because these are more higher fat content and firmer at colder temperatures, because that's very soft and it's quite nice. It's
Yeah.
less salty, which is nice. I'm interested in the salt content.
I would describe that as very lightly salted.
Yeah. I would agree.
Like if something said lightly salted,
Or like-
I
yeah.
would expect more salt than that.
yeah.
That's
Really?
That's very lightly salted.
Okay, so number 5.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, that's got a very different smell.
it's like a tang, and it's a different flavor as well. Like complete different. That was very
Oh,
neutral.
wow.
And this is more like
Wow.
it has more of like a tang, more like a cultured flavor. I'm not upset about.
This feels like
Oh, I think this is very European.
it
But-
feels like flavored butter. Like it's like they're trying to add flavor to it. It's not a flavor that is a result of different cows or different milk or something like that. It feels like an additive. Like it's so strong. It's so different.
I don't love it. There's something about it that
I think it's quite sweet.
yeah. But I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm a big fan of the flavor. It's nice, but I think, like going back, you ate all your bread. I said to keep some.
No, I'm not doing that. Very sweet butter. I don't think I could have much of it. Very strong. It's sort of like the butter that is made for
Baked.
a European breakfast. You know when you get a
really like
European
that one.
breakfast?
Yeah.
And you get butter and like little breads.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to basically just have them with butter. Maybe a condiment is also there,
Yeah.
right? With jam or something. It feels like a butter that isn't supposed to be mixed with other stuff.
Yeah, it's just on its own.
Yeah. It wants to be loud and proud by itself. All right, number 4.
That's more salty,
Doesn't smell like anything.
and it doesn't have a lot of flavor. Like it's very plain. It doesn't have. It's saltier than the other two, but it doesn't have the cultured flavor. What that does.
Definitely not.
Um,
I wouldn't call this. Yeah. It's sort of the same, like fattiness texture as 6.
you think? It's just easier to have like a little tiny bit of butter. That, if you just put the butter on your tongue, just melts off straight away. And it's, the difference is this is like quite a bit saltier.
Yeah, I would call that lightly salted. Whereas that's very lightly salted. Number 6. I think I prefer 6. Oh, I don't know if I'd call that lightly salted.
I'm thinking that
I
it's,
just got
it's
a-
quite a bit of salt.
Yeah, I just got quite a bit then.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's quite a bit of salt actually.
That's quite salty. At least what I had was.
Yeah,
My favourite so far is 6.
yeah, me too. Okay.
Spoiler alert, it's margarine.
I don't know what's what. I know you're not meant to know what's what. It's supposed to be.
This has a smell to it.
Way less salt, like
I feel like I'm eating cheap butter.
it doesn't have the richness that the other three have, right?
It's nowhere near the same.
Like salty, bit bland, but like if you have that in compared to,
I'm still eating my piece. Yeah, I don't know how to describe this. It's like there's not much going on.
There's something about this one that has that butter popcorn flavor that I'm not a big fan of. Like this, I don't know, artificial, this weird flavor that I don't know if I enjoy. I don't know.
I don't know what brand this is. I mean, we don't have the brands in front of us at
Yeah.
this stage. I would call that boring butter. I mean, compared to the others, the salt is not noteworthy. Like, maybe it's
really
slightly
good.
salted, but like, there's no, I wouldn't even be able to describe a flavor profile. Like, it just doesn't stand out in any way.
Yeah, so that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then try this one.
What, we just went through this.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
What's happening?
saying what you think. If like going back, you don't want to go back?
But we just did that.
No, we didn't.
We just had all 4 of them and told each other how we think.
No, then just compare that to that. To have them next to each other. Okay, so I like 6 and I like 4. Not a big fan of 5.
Which one's
Not
4?
a big fan of 3. This one here. That was that's more salty, but I like the flavor of that. This one's very bland. That I don't like the flavor of. That's very rich, and that's very plain and rich. That is very salty and rich.
6 is my favorite so far.
Okay. Okay.
I would call 5. 5 is very good, but I would call 5 occasional.
So you like 5?
I do like 5, but it's got to be under the right situation. It's not your default butter that you can use for everything. Whereas 6, I would say it is. God, you put a lot of butter on there.
Lightly, I feel like that number 4 is the saltiest.
Oh yeah, I agree. This feels somehow it feels like more like water diluted than the other one we just had.
Than that one.
Yeah, which was already bland.
This one I can't make my mind up. If like I can't really taste much.
These 2 I would call like your everyday butter. Like they're almost nothing. It's almost just a lubricant for the food. There is so little flavor in these and so little salt that they're really not bringing much to the dish. Other than
They're not bad.
other than being fat.
You guys need a palate cleanser here. I wouldn't say that 2 and 3 are bad. I don't know which one I prefer.
But
But-
it's all about style, right? Because they don't stand out, which is what some people want in their butter. I think they're fine. They're just not noteworthy. You know what I mean? Whereas these other ones had noteworthy features.
I think I like 3 better than I like 2.
Okay, yeah, I'd take that. But I'd call them very similar.
What do I? All right, let's just go on to 1.
Oh, this is the last one.
Yeah. We all buttered out.
Yeah, so much butter.
And then we're gonna eat biscuits.
Oh, that's got the smells back with that one. Okay.
Ooh. This one's good. Like, flavor that these 2 are lacking.
So this one brings something to the equation. There's a flavour here.
Oh yeah, I really like that. Number one is good. Really good. I know my mind is trying to work them out, but I don't want to do that. I just want to enjoy them for what they are. And
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about the brand. I can't even remember them all. I like that one. I'd say 6 is the winner for me.
I would say 6 and then 1.
6, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2.
6, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. No, I don't know. No, I would probably say 6, 1, 4. There's just something about this that I don't know if I. Nah. Yeah, I would do 6, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. 5 is my least favorite.
God, you're
I don't like the flavor.
swinging all over the place.
Yeah, so let's go with. So what do we? This is for bread and butter.
Okay. I'm going with 6, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2.
6. What did you say?
6, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2.
6, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. Molly. 6, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. Cool.
Boom.
All right.
Now, do we get to learn what they are?
No, at the end.
What?
Because then we've got heaps of other things.
Guys, I feel just as cheated as you.
All right.
We gotta wait till the end to find out which butters they were.
Yeah. We've got 2 more tests to do. 3 more tests to do. We haven't even done a proper test yet. That's just bread and butter. We've got biscuits, we've got shortbread, and we have, so it's going to be savoury, sweet, and hollandaise, which is, they're both, like, but whatever.
You're not making eggs Benedict, are you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why?
How much food
you-
and
well,
butter
what
do you
am-
want us to eat?
Do you want just like a tablespoon of hollandaise?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
need to eat a whole eggs Benny.
Okay. Okay.
You can make a hollandaise tonight
Yeah.
and then get up early tomorrow morning and make me eggs Benedict.
Mix them all together.
Yeah.
Okay. Find out after these short messages from our sponsors.
Oh my god. How was that for timing?
What the fuck just happened?
This is our sponsor reel.
Hello?
Hang on. No, you can't do anything.
Hi guys. I don't know what happened. For some reason our camera turned off. Hey. What the heck just happened?
Uh-oh.
What happened? He just said uh-oh.
Good news and bad news.
What? Good news and bad news. Can they hear you?
Which do you want first?
The bad news.
Yes, they can hear me.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is I don't know why the camera turned off.
Good news?
The camera's working again.
Cool. That's scary. Cool. As a streamer, that's the worst thing. It's like if something turns off and breaks, then it's broken you, whatever. But if not knowing the cause is the scariest. Yeah, no, it's not an overheat issue. We stream for like 8 hours a day.
That camera's been rock
7
solid
hours.
as well. It's very strange for it to do that.
Sony A6000.
Yeah, that's that one hasn't happened. Maybe we just have a loose connection. Maybe just one of the cables.
The thing is,
come loose.
it doesn't overheat because it's literally capturing it on idle. It's not actually recording anything. So the overheat warning is usually not an issue. Okay, it was theatrical only. All right. Okay.
Did you like that message from our sponsors, guys? They're called No Signal. Go and check them out.
Okay. So this is 1, 2, no. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in there. So they're looking pretty good.
They look all the same.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Sorry, we just have unpulled a cable. Good one. Today's the day, isn't it? You're getting a new one, Matala. What are you going to get? It's exciting. Okay.
They look good.
1, 2, 3. I haven't folded them, so they're just like drop biscuit style, which I prefer because they're more craggy, more uneven, so they go crunchier.
I think it's good. I want to say they're all the same, but this one does look
But it's hard
different.
because it's like, maybe that was because of the egg wash. Do you know what I mean? Like, I should have possibly done them without egg wash.
That's what I mean. Like, they're going to be a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
They're like same, but different. Look like cauliflower. Yeah. Metal's getting the
Could you get the that cloth and just put it there?
A7SIII.
Oh, I thought that's what you had now. I thought that's what you already had. Okay, the other ones just need a bit more browning
Okay.
because they were. See, they're not as dark, are they? Are they?
Oh, it's pretty similar.
Yeah. Okay. Do we need the oven with shortbread? Okay. So, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie.
Now we're going to wait for them to cool.
No, well, you don't really.
Yeah, but you've got fingers of like molten durability.
I didn't realize that I
And,
did because
like-
I always think of like chefs of having like that, but a lot of people have been saying that recently, of that like I can touch things that are hotter, and I didn't even realize that I was doing that.
Guys, she eats hot food and doesn't even do the juggle in the mouth. You'll know what I'm talking about. Where you're trying to cool it down. You've gotten too hungry for your own good.
Do you just
And
eat
you
faster
just
than
stick it in your...
I have the A7, like 3, A7I, and the A7R4. Interesting. A7 III. Interesting. Wow, Matala. Such a beast. All right. Okay, so we'll go look at texture first. Hey, Chester.
Welcome back, cat free. Oh, that one just fell apart.
Nice.
Looks good to me.
Fluffy. Okay, because usually they're flakier. These are quite fluffy. Let's go with this one. This is number 2. Ooh. Fluffy. I tried to mix them the same.
They all look the same to me so far.
Yeah, so far they all look the same.
Wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
This is, what do you call it, 4?
For those just joining us, we're testing 6 different butters.
Yeah, same. Okay.
We're trying to determine the best butter.
I had to stop myself from eating, like having a piece. Right, this one seems firmer. I don't know. Oh, but it's lighter in colour
It looks
compared
a
to
little
like
crumblier. Yeah, there's something different about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, than the
That's
rest.
the weird fermented one that we think.
Yeah, there's definitely something different about that one than the rest.
And that one, it looks flatter than the others. And not as fluffy. Still fluffy, but not as fluffy.
Yeah.
That's 6.
Yeah. Good night, Delirium Dream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here.
Pepe Saya or Western Star is my preference. Okay. All right.
Wretched night's sleep last night. Yeah, you got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
All right. Here, this is 6.
I'll catch up on the VOD.
Okay. I just want to smell the difference.
I hope we do a good job for you.
Oh.
Okay, so this is 6.
Yeah, I'm just smelling the difference.
Smells good.
It says a nicer flavour. Okay. Nice flavour, like a bready, like savoury flavour.
Do you mean
This
smell?
smell. 5 has that weird fermented sweet, weird, like pop,
Did you
like
salt
artificial
these?
popcorn. Huh?
Did you salt these?
Yeah.
You salted them.
They all have the same amount in the dish.
Okay.
Yeah. 4, still nice, but like different. I'm just trying to think of a weight. 3 is very plain. It's a very plain, like sweeter smell. 2 is like nothing. And 1, sweeter. Yeah. Okay. So the one that stands out definitely is 5. I still think that. Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Which you've said. Yeah. So what do you think?
I think 6 is going to be hard to bake.
Crispy on the outside.
I think you added too much salt, but that's not the butter's fault. It's quite salty.
I usually make these with cheese, so they have a fluffier texture than we are used to.
Guys, I know you don't believe
Not very
me.
salty,
I know you don't believe me.
buttery, and crisp.
There's a light right there. I know no one. You all think I'm lying to you right now. Look, you can see it on the reflection of my hand.
That's good. You done? Are you gonna eat the whole thing?
I'm so in the shadows.
Do you want to make the lights brighter?
Okay, what's next?
Yeah. So number 5. Sorry.
All right, 6 was really good.
Yeah, I like 6.
I would call that like that's
Pretty
going to be
bang.
hard to bake.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much of anything apart from the added salt, in my
Crisp
opinion.
on the outside, fluffy in the middle, really
But that
nice, like rich flavored.
Yeah, like really, like I don't know, like full bodied.
Yeah.
Quite liked it.
This is 5. So this is the one that we think is lightly maybe like fermented or cultured. It has a really
Very different.
I keep thinking of it as like artificial popcorn, and I don't really enjoy it. You can smell that like a sweeter flavor.
Very different flavor, like noticeably different flavor.
It has a much lighter texture inside, a lighter crispness, whereas this is like a more denser,
I'm putting it down.
crunchy. Not a fan.
It's too rich. It's too luxurious. It's too bougie. It's too much.
It's so much lighter than that.
I'd take 6 any day.
I don't think it tastes like much.
Were you on the
4?
4?
Oh, this is very flaky.
Oh,
Like
yep,
this is
yep.
like falling apart.
Yep, noticeably
Flaky.
crumblier. Crumblier. That's the real word. Very well rounded
Ooh.
smell.
Very flaky. Like the crumb is just like falling apart in my mouth. Like it's lightly crisp. I would say 6 is crunchier, 5 is lighter, and this is like in the middle but flaky.
So I don't know if this is the butter or the method. I'm not liking the mouthfeel of this one.
Like, but how? Why? Because it's falling apart?
No, like it's too gluggy. Like it's sticking to like parts of my mouth and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, this is considerably
I still take 6.
lighter. The flavour of it's nice though. Like, yeah, 6 is
Right?
6 is
Like
really
it's just
good.
better. It's a much more mature flavour.
I'm scared of liking 6 though, because I'm scared that it's going to be more expensive.
Chances are.
Okay.
So I would take, so far, I'm the same as last time,
Yeah.
where we only had 3, so 6, 4, 5.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would be the same. Okay.
This is 3,
3. So it's definitely holding its texture a lot more.
way more than
Firmer.
4.
4 was a lot flakier.
Oh yeah.
The flavour is very bland.
You mean
The
smell?
I keep saying flavour. The smell is very bland. And we've said that that is the blandest flavour of the others, didn't we?
Well, yeah, borderline 3 and 2 were the same.
Yeah. Like it doesn't really smell like lot. 6 is like French butter.
Molly, I think I'm ruined.
You think you should just like 6?
We may be in for some trouble here. There is a significant difference.
The difference, but like this is like fat for being fat. Like there's no, like this could be oil and you wouldn't really know. Like
That's what I'm saying. This is just lubricant. Like this, like it's just there to be.
it is crispy,
An
it is
additive.
fluffy, but it really lacks the flavour, and we've said that the whole lot. It is salty. This one is salty.
Are you telling me or?
No, but I think 4 has been consistently saltier than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Raslaw says if 6 costs more, it's worth the price tag. We hope so. Guys, stay tuned to find
But
out.
no, I would say like if all of them, I think the others, I don't like 5, but I'm saying the others, like they are good for baking, like your regular everyday baking. 6
Agree.
is the one you want to have on butter and you want to serve with like a good quality slice of bread or like put on the table
It's
and
the
you want
special
to,
butter,
the
yeah.
special butter.
So far.
Yeah.
I would call 5, the way I would describe 5, I don't think it's as bad as what I think Molly maybe thinks it is, but it's not everyday butter. I don't even think it's like special butter that you would cook with. But what I think would be really good is, like in my head, I'm like, imagine you're flying, right? You get served toast and the little butter sachets. That's what I want 5 in. I want 5 in the little butter sachets. Does that make
Really?
sense?
Really? Like
I think 5 is just.
it's fancy.
But no,
I want
because
6. Like I want
5
6 to be served to me at a fancy restaurant. You're sitting there and you've got a big, like a fresh slice of sourdough at the Aria restaurant overlooking the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Give me 6 any day.
I mean, I'll be happy with 6, but 5 would be the situation where I just get served plain bread or rolls.
Like a tiny little bit about it.
And you butter it because it's like a condiment in itself. It's so much going on.
There's
It
something
wants
about
to
it I
be the
just don't
star of
really
the
like.
show.
Yeah, there's something about it I just don't like. I just think that it's maybe culture. It tastes cultures to me, so, and I'm not a huge fan. I think I'm not a fan of it. Okay, let's go to number 2.
Just having a palate cleanser.
He's just drinking soda water. Yeah, I still am getting salt in the back of my teeth from 4.
5
3
can
maybe.
oil up the hinges on the door for Molly.
Yeah.
What are we at?
This is number 2.
Okay.
Good texture. Nice smell. Like
4, that's interesting. 4 has been the worst texture.
yeah, very flaky.
Yeah.
Very flaky. But that's not bad. Like that you want flaky in some aspects.
That was quite flaky.
But it was salt, yeah.
Was this 2?
Salty.
Same as 3.
I would prefer 3 over. Sorry, I would prefer 2. I like 2.
2 saltier. I don't know if that's because you added more salt or not, but
It's
I'll take 2 over 3. But I think they're pretty similar.
I think this is where 6 is going to meet its match with 1. Smells.
Yeah, the smell's back, right?
Yeah, the smell
Like 2 and 3
it
don't have a
smells
smell.
richer.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah.
Texture's good.
I think 6 is fancy, and I think 1 possibly because it's
Ooh.
more of on the yellow scale. I'm thinking it's a New Zealand butter and it's on the cheaper end, but a fancier, richer flavour.
I'm not like, there's a very different sort of mouthfeel-y texture going on.
Oh.
6.
It's really. really light, but like dry.
Yep. It's amazing the difference the butter makes, right?
Like that is really light, but it doesn't have a buttery flakiness.
I would not have thought butter would make that much of a difference. Well, Harvey.
I prefer 2 than I do 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta try. I keep hating on 5, so I gotta keep going back to see if.
All right, what's my number?
There's just something about 1. Like I like. There's some richness to 5, but then it has this weird aftertaste.
You ready to write my numbers down?
I'm all buttered out, but yeah.
Yeah. My numbers
Yep.
in order of preference.
Yeah.
6, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3.
Okay. So I'm gonna go 6. I really don't know now. I think I'm gonna go 6, 4. And then four or 2. Which one did I like better?
Oh, God. So much butter.
2. Oh, that's saltier. Three isn't bad either.
Welcome back, Iffy, with the Promite toast. What sort of bread did you have toast with?
I'm gonna say 1 is my least favorite. Yeah, there's something weird about it. Okay, so we got 2, 4, and then 3, I think. 6, 4, 2. Oh shit, I've got messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed a 5. No. So 3, 5. So I'm 6, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1.
What?
6, 4, 6, 4,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
5, 1. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one, Iffy. I know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know if I don't. I think I'm 1 and then 5. 1 and then 5. Okay. Oh, all right.
I'm all buttered out.
You can go sit down for a bit because we're gonna make biscuits and stuff.
Gonna make more biscuits?
Not biscuits. I'm gonna make scones, which are biscuits, and I made bacon to put hollandaise on it, but this is gonna. Whew, it's a lot of stuff. Okay, so for the hollandaise, we're gonna do an egg yolk each. We're gonna have to measure it out because I just do it by sight and feel. Where I gotta be a little bit more eloquent. So, what I'm gonna do is gonna grab 30 grams, like a quarter of a cup of each, melt it, and then an egg yolk each, and like a quarter of a teaspoon, or an eighth of a teaspoon of lemon juice or vinegar. It's a very small amount. So here we go. All right. Oh my God. Find something that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, why have I only got 5 of these? What the heck? Okay. That 5 is fighting back. I don't know. I definitely need a palate cleanser. Like, You're gonna make 6 hollandaises? Yeah, only a small amount. I told you this is an expensive stream. We've got a whole lot of eggs, butters. There's only gonna be a small amount, so it'll be fine. And my little saucepan. Figure out if I can work this work. And little tiny little melt. Yeah, I've got to figure out how I can do it, but that won't fit over there, will it? Nope. So I have to use that. What could go wrong with a tiny little saucepan? Okie dokie. Savion. Are you asking me a question, Chetty?
I think you missed Ify's question.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. What? Just white sliced. We like home style bake. I think it's called. You're going to, Molly, have you ever made a sabion? Like kind of like a custard, right? I forget. Sabion's like a. Is that what you're talking about? Am I thinking? I didn't see Iffy. Sorry, Shady. Am I thinking? Getting the name right? Okay. Shut. Boo, where'd you put the eggs?
Underneath the air conditioner.
You actually did too. Yeah, sometimes I do stuff, but I don't remember. I don't know the name, or you know me. Sometimes I don't remember English, so I forget. But Iffy, where did you hear about it? Okay. When I'm getting the egg yolk, I was like, what am I doing? All right, so what am I doing? I'm melting the butter in there. Shit, Molly. We'll just go one at a time. I forgot you're an apprentice. It's like super light thing, 30 grams per sugar per egg, whisk technique they use, the base of moves. Ay, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, we're going to measure out the butter as well. So, how much butter do you think we should go with per egg? I do have a ratio, but I bought a book on ratios, so I can be a lot more precise. Everything like the science of like baking and stuff should be down to ratios. So I want to learn a lot more about it. There's stuff that I do basically, but you know, I want to be better. 45 grams per egg. I think we need more. Guys, this butter stream, especially holidays, isn't for the weak-hearted when it comes to butter. Let's go with, we'll go 55 grams of butter, okay? Per 1 egg yolk. Yeah, cool. We got to measure, put our name on it. Short-lived 12-hour split shifts with 2-hour bike rides to and from work. Oh my God, my brother was like that. And so then my brother was 15 doing that. And then my mum bought him like a ride-on scooter. And he did it, almost got, finished and never wanted to go back to it. There's times where he thinks that he would like to go back to the hospitality industry, but then, you know, he'll do it for a few weeks. He started a catering company with my cousin, and he's like, no. Because it was always the way with hospitality. When our family were going out for Mother's Day or Father's Day or whatever, Belgor would be working. So sometimes we would go to his restaurant, and it was like you'd never see him for any function. So it was hard. Okay, so 55 grams, okay? I'm just getting rid of this. Oh, Oh, this butter. I don't like it. There's just something about 5. It feels like, you know how the banana flavoring was based off like a certain type of banana that's gone extinct? I feel like butter popcorn was made after this butter. Okay. I just need to scratch my head. Okay, going back. So we've got 55 grams. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sbaglione. How much is that? 36. You guys, it's really hard to have you like weigh in. I want to hear your thoughts and from what Exceed and I are talking about, which ones do you think is which butter? Like the richer ones, do you think that that's European? Do you think that that's Australian, New Zealand? I've got to take a gram of butter off. Okay. So if you're just joining us, we're doing a butter stream. We're literally tasting and testing different butters, different butter from different regions. There's no way I could find American butter. It's just, it's nothing, you know, it's not, European butter's world famous, like, but there's nothing really about American butter. Like the brands and stuff, like I know of Land O'Lakes and whatever, but they're not, I think, worth importing. Okay. 50. So Iffy, how long ago did your apprenticeship? Okay. Hi, Chester. What up, guys? There we go. Cool. Now, so that's butters. Sorry, it was AFK. How dare you? How long ago did you do your apprenticeship? So all I'm going to do is pop them in the microwave and melt them. It doesn't really matter. You want them like warm-ish, melted. They can be a bit hotter. You don't want them like scorching hot. Whoo, Nelly. Okay, I'm just gonna go for 30 seconds. So we're making 3 varieties of hollandaise, and we're just gonna eat the hollandaise on its own, maybe with some dipping bread.
3 variety?
Sorry?
You said we're making 3 variety?
Oh, 6 varieties. Holy shit, we're making 6. 6 varieties. Okay, I'm not gonna add any salt to them this time. I'm not gonna add any salt or seasoning. It's gonna be vinegar. I usually like a mixture of lemon juice and vinegar. It just, in my opinion, like balances the flavor. It's not too much vinegar, like can be too overpowering. Too much lemon juice can be too overpowering.
Question.
Yes.
Has anyone, or does anyone know someone that has purchased something while flying on the in-flight shopping magazine?
Oh, I feel like I have.
Is anyone just sitting there browsing at 30,000 feet and going, yeah, I can do with a new watch? Yeah.
I think maybe perfume, but it's usually more overpriced in comparison, right? All right, I'm gonna use red wine vinegar. Oh, okay. So I put them all in, and 2 of them haven't melted. Everyone else has melted. I've gone to Meltdown. Okay. So number 2 and number 3. Hey, that might be, they're the ones we said boring, didn't we? 2 and 3. They're the ones that haven't melted. So maybe less fat content? I don't know how you would describe them, like what you would say, why the reasoning. But it's very strange that those 2 were the ones that haven't melted. And we've also said that they are not as good. Oh, of course, the one that I dipped my finger is in number 5. I think that it's freaking weird flavoured. I just, there's the reason that I just feel like one is the one that is going to be like the most popular, the most well-renowned, and everyone, I'm going to be like, nah, I hate it. But at least I can say it's a blind test and I went into it not knowing or whatever. Okay. Oh my God, I am already 31. That went quick. Okay, so looking at this, all of them, they're all basically all melted now. It's hard because one of them is in a different container. But just looking at the amount of fat solids compared to like the liquid compared to like the milk solids, right? One is a much higher portion of clarified butter compared to milk solids. 6 as well. I would say 1, 2, and 6 have less fat solids. Milk solids. And then 3 and 4 have the most. 5, I'm not really sure because of its different container. But yeah, that's something to think about. All right. So I'm going to mix it in this bowl, transfer that bowl to something else, some other dish. What if I've got 6 of? Guys, we need taste testing containers. 1, 2, 3. Just find like little ramekin bowls or whatever I've got. They're not deep enough. No. Oh, guys! I knew I had another one. Let's put that in there so they'll match. That's the gross 5 one. 5. Okay, and so that has less fat solids than 4 is the most fat milk solids. I keep saying fat solids, milk solids. 4 has the most milk solids. Then 5. Yeah. Okay. Now, so now we're going to put these in right order. 5, 4. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Officially, if you're a young whippersnapper, if I could just have my time back again. Well, I don't think that the vessels really matter, do they? Just go with that. Okay. But I'll probably have to put the numbers on them. So 6, 5. Far out, I can't draw. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we doing it? Okay. So, water there. We're going to need to add vinegar. So I'm going to get a little cup here, fill it with vinegar. Oh my God, there's another one of those cups. Oh my God. They're Dariol molds. I always think that I have to never have any more. And look, they're all popping out today. Okay, the vinegar choice that I went with, I can't find anywhere. Good, that's what I want. Didn't I grab it out? I must have put it back. So we're going to change it. We're going to do white vinegar. Okay, let's go. So we're going to go with half a teaspoon. No, quarter of a teaspoon of vinegar with the yolk. Okay, we're going to see how that goes. We can always tweak. Okay, so that's going over top of that, like this. We're whisking, and we're whisking, and we're whisking, and we're gonna add number 6. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, it fell over. All right. It's very unstable. This was the wrong thing to do. It looks good though. Oh, looking really nice. Just gonna make sure you don't tip it over. Hold on to the bowl. Nice, nice, nice. Just don't knock it, Molly. Just doing a little bit of a swirl so we can get some of that fat solids as well. Oh yeah, look at that. So we just want to thicken this and cook it. Beautiful colour coming in from those yolks. Nice. Maybe a bit more vinegar. I don't know. I'm thinking a bit more vinegar. A little bit extra. So just continually whisking. Hollandaise isn't very hard. You just need to dribble your butter in slowly as you're whisking, as it thickens. Right. I think we went a bit rogue. Some stuff happened when it fell over. I was melting chocolate this way once on stream, like the bowl over a pot, and everyone was so confused and kept saying to microwave it. Oh yeah. All right, did we add too much? It's warm. I'm thinking that maybe we added too much butter. And it, like when the whole spill thing happened. Let's see. We'll see. See how it's not thickening? Too much. It tastes buttery, like oily. Maybe some water, because some water splashed. May have gone in the bowl. Oh no, it's. See, Matala. Oh my God.
Right, yeah. Matala, you're better. Have some soul fried chicken.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have to start again because we had see it separated, which it usually never does. But I think that was from our mistake from earlier. All right, taking that off. Damn, okay. That's good number 6 butter. Okay. I don't want to waste it, so I'll just put it into a little bowl, because I can bring that back later by adding another egg yolk and whatever, bring it a bit together. Okay. Now, so I'm going to put that back there. Cool. And we're gonna add another egg yolk. Sorry guys. Here we go. Oh my god. My vinegar. That. Whisking. Nice. Okay. So slowly add it in and make sure you're holding the saucepan so it doesn't fall over. I think that's the key here, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop. Yeah, I think it has to be the water or something happened when it fell. So whisking, you're incorporating some air as it cooks, but you're also creating an emulsification, and you're emulsifying the egg and the fat in there. Really, really rich in flavor. Nice. Whoop. As it thickens, drizzle a little bit more in. The size of the saucepan and everything was probably not the right idea. I was like, oh, it's gonna be perfect because of the small portion size and whatever, but I don't think it's ideal. Obviously,
You have
because
to
it's
do
moving
this
around.
5 more times?
Yeah.
And this was your idea?
Yeah, it was. What about it?
How do you feel about your idea?
Yeah. It's okay. Bloody tasty though. Alright. So I'm gonna take it off there. Could say that's a bit thin and underdone, but it's gonna sit there for a few minutes while I make the net rest, so I'm okay with that. So take that off. Use your spatch. Pop it in. Okay, that looks good. It's a nice hollandaise. If you want to thin it out, you could add a little bit of extra butter or actually some water. Really? You're not a big fan? It's fine. It can be really rich. Okay. Another egg. So it's quite quick and simple to make when you do it properly. If you just follow some simple steps. Okay. So that in there. Working quicker. Grab yourself the vinegar like that, and then whisk. And then this is, did I say which number? This is 5. I find it bland. Oh no! But I also have almost 4 sugars in tea. You gotta salt it and make sure it's got, if you're making it for yourself, enough vinegar and enough salt and vinegar or acid, and you can add different flavorings in it as well. You might just be a fan of like a tarragon infused, or yeah, it should be quite rich and quite tasty. But yeah, it just might be not to your taste. But Jangles, you don't like going to the effort of making it? I love it. I think it's so easy. Yeah, tarragon works really well. You could add some parsley, goes really well with everything, but rosemary infused. At the moment I've got some rosemary infused oil from my auntie, which is fabulous. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to get the fat solids, but with this butter, like I said before, it doesn't have a lot of fat solids. Never made it, tried it. Oh, no, a lot of the ones that if you go to cafes and stuff, or Exceed will tell you, I'm not a huge fan of cafes because they all use the same Master Foods, like it's all the same product. And not many cafes, because it's expensive and time consuming, and you also have to prepare it in a way and it doesn't like sit, and that it, oh my God, because I'm so used to dipping my finger in and trying foods. I just tried this and yeah, let's just say I know how I'm gonna vote. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of them in the hospitality industry, they use like a Master Foods sauce mix, like a sauce, pre-packaged, pre-made sauce, and it's terrible. Yeah. So maybe that's what we do. We'll cook along and we can make hollandaise. And I'll make you like it. And whatever, we'll find the best butter today, and you can use the butter from today that we think is the best. Yeah, it always tastes the same. Okay, so I've just added some more fresh water. Shit. So hopefully it'll just take a little bit more time to warm up. Okay, so that's 5, we're up to 4. Lurpak, copy that. I don't know. Okay, so vinegar. Next. 1, 2. And then this is number 4. Whiskey whisk. Okay. Drizzle a little bit of 4 in there. Full, like the color from the other two, 4 looks like it's really like starting to get brighter. Like it's a lot more yellow, if you guys can notice. I really don't know. I never really liked butter before. Okay. Maybe after this, I don't know if maybe we leave shortbread exceed until the next stream. Like Monday.
Oh yeah, I'm good to leave shortbread.
Yeah.
You buttered me out. I don't feel very good.
Me either. Obviously I didn't think too much about the eating of the butter and how rich it would be. Yeah, I can't get over how actually yellow this is. Cool. I'm an uncultured swine. No way. Everyone is. We all are. You all start from, and also is there'll be like foods that you are a connoisseur in that you love and you're very confident in talking about. Like you can't get yourself down on certain stuff that you don't have a lot of experience or you're not, you can't be an all-knowing about a food that you don't really like too much. Okay. Next one is 3. We're moving through them. Okay. So that means that people aren't going to know what the difference is, or should we tell everybody? Like, should we find out what and unveil the sauces to, and then I can always change them up for the next stream. What do you think, guys? Should we unveil them after we do this tonight's taste test and then we start again on the next one?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I don't think it would. Yeah, I don't think it would hurt. If he just wants to know if I'm talking badly, talking smack about his Lurpak.
He's just here for the Lurpak reveal, for sure.
Yeah. A lot richer These emulsify different, like these are getting thicker a lot quicker. And I don't know if there's some emulsification like ingredient in there, but like they're getting a lot thicker quickly with a little bit of heat. And I don't know if maybe there's an addition, because I wouldn't say that, oh, maybe I've got it on a high heat. This one, the last two. But it didn't feel like it. Bowl is getting hotter. Yeah, true. But I have changed the water between 5 and 4. Okay. Nice. Exceed, you got very lucky to be able to have all this hollandaise tomorrow on your fresh cooked bread as well. I know I've got bacon, cheese.
Oh yeah, I am. If I can make it through the night.
Okay, so that's all right. We've got 2 more. We're nearly there, and then we'll bring the big man on. Whoop. Fuck that. Crack up. That egg was just not happy to come out. Okay. And also it's going to tell like what's more salty than others, because I'm not adding any salt to this, whereas usually I would. What am I doing? Number 2. All right. I feel like all the milk solids are at the bottom and it's not giving where the milk solids are the flavour. You don't want just the fat. This one's different. It's very, this is 2. Still brighter colour. I would say the 5 and 6 are the lightest colours. Maybe 4 is the brightest, I don't know. Or 2, this one here is quite bright. Yeah, definitely iffy, definitely. Getting more heat quicker, for sure. I may have done the same thing with this one that I did with 6 initially. I think I may have added too much oil or too much fat too quickly. And it's that broken, the emulsification. Let's see if I can bring it back. See, it's not thickening it at all, it's just really runny. I think it's gone. Because what will happen is it won't thicken slowly, it will just go from like liquidy to like bang cooked. And then it will like split. Here, what I would do is I'd add another egg yolk if I was making it at home for like normal stream or whatever. You would just fix it with another egg yolk and bring that emulsification back. But no, it's done. Yeah. And it's just those things that you can see and you know when you're like you've cooked something before, you know, that, and it just looks oily and grainy. Called it. Fuck. Called it. Okay. And they're the things you learn what to look for. Where's the one over here. It also, because I'm using you would term it as like a dirty bowl. Like the bowl isn't washed in between. The remnants are some still there, kind of. And that could contaminate. Aioli is bad, man. like proper aioli. And even like mayonnaise and stuff, a lot of
What do
whipping.
you mean? Aioli's nice.
No, but a proper aioli is not what you think. Like a lot of people, when they think of aioli, they think of garlic mayonnaise. But proper aioli is a little bit different.
In what way?
It's garlic blended with oil, and it's emulsification. There's no egg in it. Whereas mayonnaise is egg yolk and oil, where aioli is no egg, and it's like it's not as rich for flavour. All right. It's hard to turn the element on the stove. Okay. See, I'm really nearly ready for you to come back.
It's hollandaise time.
So like, see, I just add a little bit of oil, a little bit of fat, a little bit of butter, and it thickens up straight away. That's what you want. That's when they say stream it in. You don't want to do it too quickly. Whip it, whip it, whip it. Rosie's aioli is so good. What is Rosie's aioli? So a lot of people know that like aioli is what they think it is making mayo and then blending in garlic. It's a place up the road. Hey, okay. A favourite place for you guys to go? It's nice when you have like a hot spot. Except I haven't been out for breakfast. Where have we yet? The town that we now live is like super established. Yeah? We don't eat out much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This butter has killed me. I feel sick.
Really?
Yep.
You're gonna have to have some
I'm
magic.
not saying any specific butter has made me feel sick, but the quantity of butter is too much for human consumption. So I'm here to have 6 hollandaises.
I'll say it's butter number 5.
Boah. I need to have a shower. I need to get in bed.
You're gonna have to have magic first. Okay. So we're on to the last butter.
More butter, more better, except in this specific situation.
Okay, I'm gonna try and put the vinegar in first this time.
What are we going to do with all this butter? Does it expire?
No,
Like
it would
quickly?
stay in the fridge. No. We'll use it. I feel bad because I feel like I should like 5, but I don't. Like it's. I feel like I'm regretting it. I feel like maybe my palate isn't good enough, or that I am getting something wrong or whatever.
But it disappoints you every time.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like it, and I shouldn't need to.
Welcome in, Joel Lay. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. My name is Exceed. This is Molly. She's the cook of the 2, and we do a cooking show 3 times a week. Oh, Tamsin introduced. Oh, well, you're very familiar.
Hey, nice.
We love Tamsin. We've got Tamsin coming up this week.
Our next stream will be a cook along with Tamsin. Actually, we're making steak and frites.
Yeah. That'll be a lot of fun. And this is Molly After Dark. We're on at a bit of a different time. We turn the lights all the way down low. And we're doing a bit of a deep dive on butter. So we've made...
Butter.
We've got 6 different types of butter. And they're all... We don't know which brands they are.
We're trying not to be...
And we're just sort of doing taste tests and make tests and sauce tests with all the different butters.
And we think we're going... We had an adventurous spirit, but we think we're going to do a second stream to do the other stuff because we're a bit buttered out. All right, can you please get a teaspoon? 2 teaspoons.
Okay, 2 teaspoons. Stat.
Oh, you just need to have them handy for taste testing.
Oh. I was playing Destiny with her yesterday and she mentioned she was doing a stream here. Hell yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We're very grateful that Tamza wants to get involved because it's a lot of effort for people without a normal cooking stream to do cooking streams. They've got to move a lot of stuff, set up a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, there's like hollandaise everywhere. Okay, this is last one. We're done. Okay. Shit.
Some kind of emulsification.
Yeah, so this is hollandaise.
Making hollandaise.
Ooh,
Molly, what's going on?
I'm just dropping everything.
I'm just here to see the clothes come off Lurpak.
Okay. All right.